Hi everyone, welcome back to Na Win Gurukula. Today I'm going to discuss about a couple of problems which I have given as an assessment for you all. In that I'm taking a first question, that is that divide the network into 8 equal parts, and the network IP which is given is 192.168.100.0. So in this case, what you supposed to do is very simple. As I previously discussed in my class, first you need to consider how many number of networks are there and how many number of host number total number of hosts are there. So in this case, the question asks me to divide the network into 8 equal parts, right? So that means the n value I have to consider. Similarly, the h value I have to consider, right? So that's a net. So total number of network which I need is 8, right? So number of hosts will calculate this part. So to get total number of network, there is a total 8 number of network. The value of the total number of network bits should be 24 plus the small n. So what is this small n? So this defines how many total number of bits I have to borrow from the host bit towards the network, right? So as we discussed previously, we will be converting the host bits to a network bit where the subnet concept lies, right? So to get this value 2 power n, so the n value in this case is 2 power 3 is 8, right? So 2 cube is 8. So the n value is 3. So that means total 3 number of host bits should get converted towards the network bit. So if I convert 3 host bits towards network, I'm going to left with another 5 bits at host part, right? So here you can consider, here I have 8 bits dot 8 bits dot 8 bits dot 8 bits, right? So since I am using a class C range of IP address, this will be 255 because all the bits will be 1. Here also 255, all the bits will be 1. Here also 255, all the bits will be 1. So this is the standard subnet mask of class C, and here I am dividing the the network into 8 equal parts. So to do so, I have to convert 3 bits from the last octet towards network side. So that means first 3 bits will be 1, the rest 5 bits will be 0, right? So this will be towards network now, and these zeros will remains as the host part, right? So the value of h will be 5. So 2 power 5. So 2 power 5 I'm gonna get the value of total number of hosts in one network. So that is 32, right? So if you remember the 5 questions which we discussed initially, the first question says that how many total number of subnetworks we have, that is the 2 power n, right? So n means total number of host bits which is converted towards the network. The second question says that how many number of hosts will be getting in one subnet or a subnetwork. So that means how many number of zeros available in the host part. So 2 power 5 will give us 32. That means total number 32 number of IPs are available in single network. Okay. The third question says that how many number of hosts or how many number of usable IPs in one network. So that means H minus 2. So that is 32 minus 2 is 30. So total we will get 30 number of usable IPs, where one IP I will be using for network ID, another IP I am be using for broadcast ID. The rest of IPs between network ID and the broadcast IP are the usable number of IPs in one sub network. Okay. So we found that total the number of sub network here, right? So now let us find the next the next part of this problem, that is to write the network table, right? So to write the network table, what you have to do is you need to consider the first IP. There is a network IP. So the first network IP is 192.168.100.0. This is the first network ID, right? So what you do to find the next network ID is very simple. You need to add this 32 to this IP. So this will become 192.168.100.32. So this is the network IP of the second network. Similarly, to find the broadcast IP of first network, it is the previous IP of the second network, that is 192.168.100.31. So this is the network ID and this is the broadcast IP, and all the IPs which comes in between are the usable IPs, or the IPs which we can able to assign to the host. Okay, so that means here 100.1 till 100.30. Clear? Okay. Similarly, this is the second IP, and the third network is 100.32 plus 32, it is 64. For the fourth, it is 100.64 plus 32, it is 96, right? Similarly, for fifth network, it is 100.96 plus 32, it is 128. For sixth network, it is 100.128 plus 32, it is 160. Similarly, for seventh network, it is 100.160 plus 32, it is 192. For eighth network, it is 100.192 plus 32 is 224. So right now I have written all the network IPs. So similarly, you can write the broadcast IPs. So broadcast IP is very simple. What you have to do is very simple. Consider the next network IP and the previous IP of that will be your broadcast IP. So in this case, 100.63, it is a .96, 128 is a 127. So in this case, .160 here 159. So here 192, the next network IP is 191 will be the broadcast IP of this, and it is 224, 223, and obviously this is 255. Okay, and all the IPs which comes in between or will be called as the usable network IPs, or the IPs which we can able to assign to the host. I hope you have understood how to solve this problem. Uh, we'll be connecting back with next video regarding the next problem. That is 200.200.200.0, and how to assign with other with a variable subnet mask. So presently this subnet mask is a fixed length subnet mask. Okay, whatever we have discussed, this is called as a fixed level subnet mask. And the next problem which is assigned, it is based on variable length subnet mask. Okay, so I'll be discussing in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.